Good afternoon. We're here against the Team Alaska 14U girls. Grayson's got some equipment issues he's getting addressed over there, and we'll get started. We've got Grayson in net. Starting out up front, we've got Brady in the middle. He's flanked on each side by Stanton and Brendan. And then they've got their backup there, Caius and Finn. And we're off. Alaska gets the puck first. Brings it in, puts a shot down towards Grayson, who knocks it towards the corner. Follow-on job, backdoor opportunity. And they score first here at 14:46. Luca, Jace, and Garrett up front. Cooper and Jax back on defense now. Waiting on the score to get updated. All right, Luca sends that back to Cooper. Cooper sends it up to Garrett. Garrett sends it down to Alaska zone. Luca gets a hold of it, slides it in there, goes for it on the left side. Garrett pumps it back up there. Alaska clear the zone. Garrett picks it up. He's got Luca there. Can't quite connect. Alaska with the puck again, moves it into the neutral zone. All the way up. Knocked loose into the corner. And Jace is going to get a hold of that. He finds Garrett in the middle of the ice. Garrett gets down and dumps it. You see Owen, Blake, and Wheaton coming out. Defense. Owen with the takeaway behind the net. Sends it back to Caius. Caius shot wide right. Blake's going to pick that up on the board. Sends it back to Finn. Alaska's going to slip right past Finn and get up. And Caius on the defensive effort there stops the shot. Center and pass. Broken up, and Owen's able to pick that one off. He sends it over to Blake. Pass behind Blake, and Alaska brings it back the other direction. Oh, Grayson getting the leg out there for the big save there. And Brady sends that to mid-ice, where Alaska will send it back down to the Oilers zone. Blake trying to chip that one out. Alaska keeping it in. Blake finally clears that one to the neutral zone as he goes for a change. Brady's on the hustle down there. Alaska turning back the other direction as Brendan and Stanton come out. Center and pass goes all the way back to Alaska's defense. Pass knocked down by Stanton. Stanton's got Killer B moving up the ice with him. He finds and Brennan couldn't quite reel that pass in. Looks like it was between his legs. Alaska's pass though off the mark. Stanton's able to pick it up. He's working through the Alaska defense there. Loses it again towards the wall, and Alaska works it back out. Caius able to keep it in. The pass from Stanton to Brendan. Finds Alaska's stick as they bring it into the neutral zone. Brendan gets a hold of it, chips it back down, and goes for a change. We've got Jace coming out now. And then Cooper to join Finn on defense. And that puck slips back out to the neutral zone. Where Cooper will pick it up and check his options. And Alaska picks it up. They're in the Oilers zone. Chipped up to Garrett. Garrett with a nice move to get past one. Jace picking up that puck. He's looking back. Puck slips up to the slot where Garrett's going to try to get the shot off. Shot goes off the near side behind the net. Well, the far side, his near side. And Alaska putting pressure back on the Oilers zone. That puck slid across Grayson's face as he helped it to this near wall. Owen looking for Blake. Blake sending it to Deegan. Deegan sending it up the wall. And Owen gets a little poke to get it down to the Alaska zone. And they'll re-enter the neutral zone. Finn with the interception. From the top of the circle, his shot finds the goalie's chest. 10-20 here in the first. Brady, Brendan, and Stan are forwards out there. Finn and Caius on defense. Brendan slides it back to Finn. Finn's shot wide right. Bounces all the way back out to Caius, who sends it back down. Brendan's going to get there, sends it back over to Stanton. Stanton trying to chip it back to Brendan. Stanton gets clobbered. And then Caius' pass deflected back out to Finn. And Finn sends it back in. Cooper and Jack's out now on defense. Center and pass, loose puck out in front, and Grayson gets it covered up. Luca, Jace, and Garrett are the forwards. Jace battling for that puck. Alaska sends it back down behind Grayson. Jack's with it now. Sends it up to Garrett. Garrett trying a little tap pass to Luca. Couldn't make happen. Coop's able to knock it free though. He gets up neutral ice. Luca picks up that loose puck, sends it over to Jax. Jax trying to dump it. Back over to Coop, up to Garrett. And Garrett sends that one down and goes for a king. And that slips all the way past behind our defense. Finn's able to get back as Alaska sets up their offense here. Shot covered up by Grayson. Hey. Brady, Brendan, and Stanton out front. Cooper and Jack still on defense. That puck slips past the few, and Brady's able to pick it up. He's got a full head of steam. And the goalie steps out and able to keep that shot from going into the back of the net. Good stretch there from the goalie. Stan and Brady now battling over there. Alaska's going to pull it out and send it to the near side. Brady sends it over to Cooper. Cooper up to Stanton. Stanton pass a little bit behind Brendan. Alaska Brings it back into the Oilers zone. The shot. Cooper's able to block that one. It's saved there from Grayson. And Brendan's able to pick up the wide pass. And his shot gets kicked out by the goalie. Stanton able to pick up the loose puck after the fact, though. And Alaska sends that, and that'll die in the Oilers zone. No ice on that one. Coop sends that one across the ice, or Garrett will try to get after it. Alaska bringing it down, putting pressure on Cooper and Jack. Shot knocked down by Jack. Jace finds Garrett. Garrett's got Luca. Luca's going for a change. Garrett's going to try to buy a little bit of time. Alaska sends it back to the neutral zone. Got Owen, Blake, and Deegan out front now. Owen gets a stick on that one. Sends it up to Deegan. Deegan trying to wind down the side there. And Alaska sends that one back to the neutral zone, all the way back to the Oilers zone. Cooper's got Finn right there. Finn sends it over to Blake. Blake slips it just past the blue line over Alaska and turn it back the other direction. Good defense there from Caius. Offsides on Alaska. 4:58 here in the first. Owen on the draw. Sends it to that far wall. And another offsides. Back to the Alaska defense. Finn denies that attempt to get in. And Blake gets interception, feeds it up to Deegan. Deegan gets taken down on his shot attempt. And Alaska slips through with the puck all the way down. And Spinning Rama shot misses. And Blake's going to go ahead and ice that one. That'll bring out Stanton, Brendan, and Brady. Jackson, Cooper on defense. Brady on the draw. Jack's able to come away with that one. All the way down to the Alaska zone where they'll pick it up and try to work it out. The pass picked off by Stanton. Stanton with a little nice stick work there. Loose puck out in front, and we're going to have a rough cross-checking on the Powder Blue here at 3:54. Brendan on the draw. He's got Luca to his right. Luca coming away with that puck. And he goes top shelf. A quick power play goal here at 3:46 to even things up. Look on the draw, he wins it. He slips past some. Trying to dump that in front of net. Slips through the contact there, but Alaska tries to clear that one. Garrett sends it back down as Jace chases after it. Alaska breaks into the neutral zone. They're going to send it down to Finn in the Oilers zone. Oh, Finn loses it. Shot. Kept out of there by Grayson. Picked up by Owen. Follow-on shot. Misses. Garrett's going to pick that one up. Sends it over to Finn. And had Blake streaking down the far side, but Alaska made a good play on that one. Shot deflected wide right over to Deegan. Deegan able to clear it to the neutral zone. Blake chipping that to the neutral zone as Owen chases after it. Hey, what's happening? Y'all play next? Blake battling, gets a hold of it, sends it down. That'll be icing. Yep. 1:51 here in the first. Who y'all playing?
No, we got big game.
Brendan, Brady, and Stanton up front. Jackson Cooper back on defense. Brady looks like he's coming away with that puck. Sends it over to Jax. Jax looking for Brendan. Brendan then over to Stanton. Brendan sends that to the far corner where Stanton's going to try to get it back over to Brady, but Alaska sends it to the neutral zone where we'll re-enter the zone. Jackson's shot knocked down. Stanton with a follow-up. A little wide left, sent over to this near wall. Jackson dumps it back down to Brady. Brady sends it over. Nice move to Stanton. Stanton looking for the wraparound. And then the loose puck gathered up by Brendan and buried here at 56 seconds. Here's the one-goal lead here in the first. The 14 TA.
14 years.
Luca, Garrett, and Jace up front. Finn and Caius back on defense. Alaska just climbed a bit high on that one. Luca chips that over to Finn. Finn trying to poke it up to Jace. Alaska comes away with it. The centering pass deflected out by Luca. Alaska's shot tracked down by Grayson. Garrett getting tripped up. No call on that, but he's able to poke that puck up to Jace. He drops it back to Luca, back to Jace. Looking for Phelan. Shot was deflected out, sent back over to Jace. Jace sends it back to Caius. Caius up to Garrett. Loose puck. Kept out of there by Luca. And that'll end the first. 2-1 Oilers. Starting off the third, we've got Brady, Brendan, and Stanton up front. Jackson Cooper back on defense. Jax up to Brendan. Back to Jax. Jax sends it back up. Alaska gets a hold of it. We're going to enter in the Oilers zone. Brendan sends that one back to Alaska zone. Brady with the takeaway sends it down to the Alaska goalie. As Owen and Blake comes out. The shot saved by Grayson. That one up, he sends it down. Deegan's in a foot race to get there. He's trying to get this shot off. Oh, and he slides it back, hoping for Blake, but it was a little bit too far behind Blake. And Alaska will enter back into the Oilers zone. Blake able to clear that one back to the neutral zone. He's in a foot race to get after it. Owen on the forecheck. Alaska slips past Jax. And Kais is back there. The shot, lost save from Grayson. Luca, Jace, and Garrett up front. Cooper and Jax back on defense. Cooper slides that over to Garrett. Gets sent back behind Grayson where Jax is going to sit around and Jace. Jace chips that one into the neutral zone and Luca's going to race after it. Alaska sends it back down to Jax. Jax turning it back to Jace. Jace has Garrett on the blue line. Garrett gets it in. Slips past one. Finds Cooper on top. Down to Jace. Jace, had Luca on the back of the back door there. Couldn't quite connect. And then Garrett's able to pick that one off. Finds Jace. Jace again looking for Garrett Luca working towards the crease. Back out to Cooper. Cooper's shot kicked out by the goalie. Garrett picking that one up. Hard pass over to Jace, slips by, and Alaska's going to work this one out. Coop gets the takeaway in the neutral zone, slides it up to Garrett, who dumps it, and we'll see Brady, Brendan, and Stanton come out, along with Finn and Caius. And Alaska works it in, sends the puck down to the Oilers zone, where Caius will send it up to Brady, Brady to Brendan, up to Stanton. Stanton works it up this wall there. Brendan comes in to help, finds Brady in the slot, the shot saved. .11:37 here in the second. Brady on the draw. Alaska wins that one. They can't clear it. Brendan sends it down to Stanton. Oh, Stanton overskates that one. Brendan comes in, gets the takeaway, sends it out to Caius. Caius shot wide left. Alaska working it out. Shot saved by Grayson. Owen, Blake, and Vegan up front now. Cooper and Jax back in defense. Jax finds Owen in the middle of the ice. Owen trying to slip pass. Deegan's there to pick up that loose puck. Turns back, sends one down to Owen, over to Blake. Blake's shot goes off the side of the net, and Alaska will work it back down towards Cooper and Jax. And they'll be all sides. Luca, Garrett, and Brendan are Jace up front. Caius and Finn back in defense. Luca brings it into the zone. Puck gets knocked loose, but Garrett comes in, sends it back up. Back to Caius. Caius' shot wide left. Jace reels it in, sends it back to Finn. Finn with the quick shot wide right. Alaska sends it back to Caius in the neutral zone. And offsides. How do you should never advance the puck on a. I don't. Well, I heard him yell, but. Well, why don't we put it down in the circle now?
So why if it pops up on this one, why do you want to do this?
I don't know. All right, Alaska with the puck. Sends it to the neutral zone. Back looks like Cooper picked that one up in the Oiler zone. Alaska sends it back down. Jax gets a hold of it, sends it over to Coop. Coop looking for Brendan. Brendan's pass deflected a couple times. Over to this side where Jax got tied up there with a Team Alaska player. And then Brendan's going to go ahead and ice that one. Might not have been icing if it didn't get up and roll. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look up that rule because Owen, Blake, and Deegan up front. Fan and Caius on defense. Shot glove saved by Grayson. Hey, I mean, I think I should have been here. We got the rule book at home. Another save there from Grayson. There we go. Gotcha. Alaska keeps that puck in the zone. Owen's able to chip it out. Blake on the forecheck, pokes that one. Alaska's still able to send it up this near side. Nice stick there from Finn.
Oh. They went down.
Caius to Deegan.
St. Louis.
Luca somehow came out of there with the puck. Gets, I'm not sure how that wasn't a penalty. And Alaska gets into the Oiler zone. Coop sends that back out to the neutral zone. Jax with a nice little flip, and then Jace able to tap that down to Luca. Luca looking for Gary, coming up to the left side. And that puck slips back into the neutral zone. Sends it to the corner where Jax will get the takeaway there. And get knocked down. Shot deflected into the far wall. And that one gets cleared back to the neutral zone. Alaska splitting the defense, and Grayson with the big save. It is long on that. I'm gonna have my watch set. Finn chips that one down. That puck will slide, and it'll be icing. I'm not 100% sure, but I think I'm right. Oh, everybody's leaving Monday night. Brendan, had Stanton in the middle of the ice. Alaska sends that one back. Finn slipping past one, past another, and his shot gets knocked down and all the way down to the neutral zone. Stanton. Shot scores here at 5:16 to tie things up. Deegan, Owen, and Blake up front. Cooper and Jax back on defense. Cooper with it. Jax trying to poke that one out. Alaska wide open there in the top of the slot. Scores here at 4:55. Luca, Garrett, and Jace up front. Finn and Caius back on defense. Finn sends it up to Jace. Jace pokes it up to Luca. Luca squeezing through. And we cannot get a call. No. And a save from Grayson. With the save, punching that one up. Chase chips that up to the neutral zone, and Lucas sends it down to the Alaska zone. Jackson get a little bit of defense there. Shot misses wide left. Alaska pass picked off by Brady. Brady sends it over to Brendan, who sends it down to the corner. Shot knocked down by Grayson. Stanton sends it over to Brendan. Brendan just did, holy cow, guys, really? Right in front of you.
He saw it.
Grayson, boys.
Had a hook in, a boarding, a roughing. Owen, Deegan, and Blake up front. Caius and Finn back on D. Back to Caius, over to Finn. Finn sneaking up the slot, misses. Blake sends it back down to looking for Deegan. That gets sent back to the far wall where Alaska will pick it up. Grayson keeps that one out. As that puck ricochets around. Another shot, another save from Grayson. And Caius is going to send that one. Let's see if it dies before it hits the goal line. Nope, that'll be icing. 2:01 here in the second. Chips that one up. Jace is going to chase after it. And that's icing.
Mom, you ready?
Luke on the draw. Good awareness there from Grayson to save that one. Jack's trying to get it up to Garrett, up to Luca. Over to, holy cow. And sends it up to Brady. Back to Caius. Back to Brady. Let's see, Stanton able to wrangle that one in.
5
Gets it up
seconds.
to Brendan. Brendan's shot a little high. Stanton tries to get it back down to Brendan. So at the end of 2, Alaska's up 3-2. Brady Stanton and Brendan starting out up front with Caius and Finn back on defense. Glasgow will pick the puck up deep in their own zone. Stanton to Brendan in the middle of the ice. Brendan working through a couple players there. Back to Stanton. Digging with the takeaway. Brady and Blake traveling up with him. Back out to Cooper in the neutral zone. Skates that one all the way up. Knock to the near wall. Alaska break it out into the neutral zone. Or Owen gets the takeaway. Shots high.
Hot.
You get 4 hacks before I blow the whistle after it's covered up.
Does
Only
Albright,
4.
Does Albright play defense?
Now he's center.
He's center.
Yep.
Oh, they're running 3 centers.
Yep. That's for the reason they moved Blake back, because they wanted to have 3 full lines. Well, now that's my guess at least. So. Coaches didn't run that by me. Luke able to pick that one off in front of Grayson, and he's going to slip past one. He's got Gary. Got a stick on it, but the goalie made a save. And then the backhand from Finn finds the goalie's glove. Y'all been back to the pond?
Yeah, we have a little bit. We caught one the other day. We had nice snow. We were working for it. It was all good. So I'm like, I don't know, beach for me with finger sanders. I'm like, oh, they're just chipping all up. So far, it's a start.
Yep. Alaska putting pressure back on Finn and Caius.
Oh. Oh no.
Brady Stanton and Brendan up front. Jack's going to send that over to Cooper. Jack's able to pick that one up, sends it up to Brendan. Brendan up to Brady. Brady's got Stanton to his left. Oh, good poke there from Alaska. Brady sends it over to Stanton. Back over to Brady.
That might be a trick.
He does know what a trick is. I'm pretty sure I saw Luca in that same situation
Twice.
twice. Brady on the ground. He's got Luca to his right. Sends it back to Finn. Up to Luca. Luca's shot knocked down by the goalie. And Alaska sends that back. Coop gets a hold of it, sends it back up. Alaska sends it back over. Cooper sends it up to Luca, who does it off to Brendan. Shot at Brendan. Brendan over to Brady. Back to Brendan. Luca. Back to Finn. Back to Luca. Back to Finn. And shot happens in the corner. Brady's gonna get a hold of that. Oh, he couldn't get much on that pass. Alaska sends it back. Cooper's tracking to get there first. 35 seconds left on the power play. Up to Brendan.
Jesus.
James comes in, shot knocked down. Oh, this is a good game for us for St. Louis. Owen sends it back. Caius over to Jack. And that's the power play. Back to 5-on-5. Shot knocked down by Grayson. Right in front of you. Shot knocked back by Grayson. Shot kept back. Neiman comes in trying to pick it up. Here comes Blake. Blake. Three here at 8:23. Luca sends it back to Cooper over to Finn. Sends it up in the corner. Luca will pick it up. And Alaska on the move through the neutral zone into the Oilers zone. And Finn sends that one up to this near side. Alaska carries it back down to the goal line. Over to Blake. Blake. Oh, man, gets that. Looking for the wraparound, and it gets covered up. This is this should be. This is kind of a real small link, so it's a good one on top of the other team's things too, and it's not always the best.
No, Timbers tend to fire. Yeah.
Alaska with the centering pass, they can't connect, and Coop able to pick that one up, sends it over to Stanton. Stanton up to Brady, trying to slip past the Alaska player there. And Alaska's offsides, 6:53. It's gonna snow tonight.
Is it really? It's wet right now?
No, man, Blake skated on it today.
Oh, okay. Like the first one.
Yep. Garrett able to hold off there and get it back to Caius. Caius feeling the pressure. Nice move there from Caius. Sends it up to Garrett. Oh no, back down. And the shot, what a save. Oh! Double save there from Grayson.
Oh, that's where it needs
Back
to go.
out in front. And Caius able to clear that one. Big stand there from Grayson. As Garrett moves up the ice. Cooper and Jax come and swap out. Garrett sends that down. Lucas down almost facing it. Nice stick there from Alaska. Nice job there from Deegan. Put pressure on that shot, and Cooper able to get the takeaway. Shot goes across Grayson's face to the near side. Sent back down to Jax. 4:49 and counting. Over to Deegan. Deegan able to poke it over to Owen. Owen's gonna get shot off. It's a little bit wide though.
Come on.
Ben and Owen getting tangled up there. Owen pokes that one up to Blake. Blake's got Brendan going with him. He gives it up to Brendan. Brendan's going to get down the ice. Brady's able to find Stanton, who pokes it into the neutral zone. 3:07 and counting. Brady over to Finn. Finn dumps in the corner. Looks like this. Gonna try to poke that one down. Garrett able to get a stick on it. Gets it over to Jace. Jace over to Luca. Luca. Just why the fall one by Garrett misses, and then Luca trying to wrap it around. Jace chips it out to Jax. Jax back up.
Oh my god.
What?
Just went up.
Back out to Cooper. .143. Oh, and Blake and Deegan out front. Finn and Caius back on defense.
Get it.
Back out to, oh, Finn looking for Caius, but Caius wasn't there. And sends that one all the way down. Alaska sends it to Caius. Caius sends it to the near wall. Blake tips it back. Caius able to get that one, sends it back to the blue line. .40 seconds and counting. And up to Stanton. Stanton looking for Brady, picked off by TA. The shot knocked out by Grayson, picked up by Finn. And that gets sent all the way down out of the icing with 22 seconds left. Up to Stanton. Stanton sends it down to the Alaska goal. He sends it back to the corner. 10 seconds and counting. 4 seconds and counting. And this one will end in a tie. 3-3. Maybe it'll end in a time, maybe not. Looks like we'll have a shootout. That one misses off the crossbar. First up for us is Cooper. That one off the post. And Grayson with a good move there to keep that one out of net. And Finn up next. Finn's in Alaska's shot goes high. All right, that's it. A shootout win.